I'm going to explain who is not affected and who is affected by President Trump's public charge rule. On September 18th, there will be a new analysis as to whether or not you are a public charge to the United States, whether or not you're likely to rely on the US's benefits. And a lot of people are worried that this may affect them. There's a huge group of people that this will not affect. And then there's also this other group of people that will be affected by this. But let's start off by talking about who is not affected by this new public charge rule. The first group is US citizens. If you're a US citizen, you are not affected by public charge. The second group of people not subject to public charge are legal permanent residents, people that already have their green card. Once you get your green card, you can take as many benefits as you want. It will not hurt you. Even when you seek to become a naturalized citizen, when you seek citizenship, it still will not hurt you. The only situation where this may hurt you is if you've taken a lot of benefits and you've exited the country for over 180 days. The third group of people that will more than likely not be affected are people seeking green cards from abroad. People are doing the consular processing route. Because you've never been inside the United States, you never qualified to get benefits in the first place. You will be analyzed the same as you've always been, based on your age, your education level, your family status, your assets, and your health. These 5 grounds have always existed under the INA, and it's all you're going to be evaluated on. Now let's talk about who this really does affect. The first group of people that this will affect are people that have been in the United States for a long period of time, but must consular process. They apply for a 601A waiver because they had a lot of unlawful presence in the United States, and they must complete their green card process in a foreign country. Because they've been inside the United States for a long period of time, any benefits that they took starting September 18th and into the future may hurt them and start counting against them, so that when they get to Ciudad Juarez or the consulate, whatever country they're from, even though they may have a waiver for their unlawful presence, the public charge ground that might render them ineligible to come back to the United States. Another group of people this may affect are people that are in the United States and documented and qualify to adjust status for some reason. Maybe their children joined the military and they can parole in place. Now they are eligible to adjust status. But because they've been here for so long and they needed public benefits, any benefits taken after September 18th will count against them, and they may be barred from that adjustment of status. Finally, the last group that may be affected by this are people that were basing their green card on a route that does not have a public charge analysis and they're switching. So let's say you're seeking a green card based on asylum or a U visa. Asylum and U visa based green cards don't have public charge analysis. You can take as many public benefits as you want. But if you fall in love with a US citizen and you switch over from a asylum based green card to a family based green card, at that point, it might affect you because now you're in a different route that does have a public charge analysis. Thanks for listening. If you want to see more on public charge and also a list of the 20 benefits that may be affected by this new rule, go to The Migration on Substack.